Today's message is about God's renewal in our lives. With Jesus by our side, the supernatural becomes part of our reality. Then he said to them, "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death. Stay here and keep watch with me." Matthew 26:38. They were there. They walked with Jesus, saw miracles happen right before their eyes, heard teachings that transformed lives. But they also witnessed moments of deep pain. They saw Jesus weep at the death of Lazarus, his dear friend. They were with him at the Last Supper, sensing the tension in the air from someone who knew that something big and difficult was about to happen. And in Gethsemane, there, Jesus' vulnerability was on full display. The Son of God, in agony, asked his closest friends to stay with him. Imagine the Master crying out for companionship, while the disciples, confused and hurting inside, tried to make sense of it all. Maybe they were still holding on to hope that Jesus would take the throne in Israel, drive out the Romans, and restore an earthly kingdom. But at that moment, nothing made sense. The weight of death was drawing near, and with it came fear, doubt, and sorrow. Maybe you've been through something like that. A moment when everything seemed to be going well, until the unexpected happened. The shock. The disappointment. Life sometimes throws us into situations where all we want is to understand why. But in those moments, we need to be careful not to act on impulse like Peter did, who, overcome by the tension, cut off the ear of the high priest's servant when Jesus was arrested. But Jesus knew. He knew it wasn't time to fight with swords, because the real battle would be won another way. 3 days later, the stone was rolled away. Death was defeated. The impossible happened. What seemed like the end turned out to be the beginning of something much greater. The joy, the peace, and the salvation that reached me, you, and all of us. And that's why today, I want to remind you, even if everything around you feels like it's falling apart, even if the scene is dark, silent, and shows no signs of change, Jesus is still the same. For him, nothing is impossible. No pain, no loss, no grief, no illness, no problem is greater than his power. So take a deep breath. There's nothing to fear. Surrender your impossible today into the hands of the one who even conquered death. He is with you, and that changes everything. And if you enjoy devotional readings, check the video description for a special book recommendation, a bestseller that has already impacted millions of lives. If you liked the message, subscribe to the channel. I want to wish you a happy Easter and may God pour out His grace over your family. Thank you so much, and see you tomorrow.